Hi everyone, this is the ACC Automation 2020 review. Now each year we like to take a few minutes to reflect on the past, current, and future of ACC Automation. You have helped us build the site you see today through questions, comments, and suggestions. Thank you. Thank you very much. What a difference a year makes. Social distancing, mask wearing, hygiene, etc. are just a few of the terms we hear every day in this COVID-19 world. Video conferencing with Zoom, Teams, and Google Meet are the norm in business today. Information is knowledge, and everyone wants to be able to see, control, and summarize production data on a regular basis. Technologies are emerging and communicating like never before. What was impossible is now possible for the industrial plant floor. We are looking forward to the new year and new possibilities for implementing your control solution. Now, starting off the year, what we did was we finished our CMOR EA9 HMI Human Machine Interface series, and we finished it off with a file transfer protocol, or FTP, and sending secured email on this versatile HMI. So this is the actual website, the ACC website, and you can see this is our CMOR series that we have. Then the MQT protocol is used for machine-to-machine Internet of Things, IoT, or the Industrial Internet of Things, IIoT. This publish and subscribe messaging is used where limited device resources are available, so it doesn't use much in your bandwidth of your network. And the MQT protocol provides small size, low power usage, minimal data package, and effective distribution of information to one of many receivers. This was previously discussed in our BRICS Do More series, and then what was introduced was the Stride gateway device. So this MQTT gateway, right here, the Stride unit, will communicate both Modbus TCP to other units such as a click, a productivity controller, and then RTU to things like your Solo, again to any of the controllers that you have RTU. And then it grabs that information and publishes to your broker, so it's available across your network for that information. Then the headless CMOR was then introduced. Now all the great features that are built into the EA9 are available through the new headless model. And this unit can be mounted within the cabinet, and you can decide how to display the information. So the headless unit, so you could actually, there's a HDMI port that will allow you to connect directly to a touchscreen or a computer or a touchscreen device. And you can use remote apps on your Android or your iOS system to actually control what that machine is doing. So very nice setup. And what we did was we actually connected it to the Click and through the Solo, and this is the headless unit right here. You can have all the data logging, email, etc. Then what we did was we looked at wiring a 3-wire. Now, I get a lot of questions each year about wiring of these 3 sensors, or these 3-wire DC sensors, and a lot of the terminologies like sourcing and syncing and the load, or NPM, PMP. We discussed that and put out a video as well as the posting that you see. Then we talked about the new capacitive push button sensor switches and indicators. And with the COVID situation right now, this allows you to actually spray this disinfectant right on those sensors without any worry about destroying them or gumming them up to make them stick. So great product there. Then we did some data logging with the Click PLC. And the Click PLC can perform indirect addressing. That means that you can ask for information to be moved to and from locations in the PLC using a pointer that will indicate the address. and it was discussed in this post showing the logging of the data or events with time and date that come from the PLC. Then we got into the Productivity series was introduced, and the Productivity Open Arduino compatible industrial controller, which was the P1AM controller, was introduced, and it used P1000 PLC units. So it was actually an industrial hardened Arduino for the factory floor. And it's based on or mimics the Maker Zero Arduino. And with these, and you can add standard shields onto the left-hand side of the unit, as you see here, and you can go to the right-hand side with our Productivity 1000 I/O cards, both analog, digital, and any specialty modules that you want. Then the Stride Field Remote I/O was introduced, and this has Modbus TCP connections. This allows you to have remote I/O somewhere in the field and communicate to them. And so every module operates as a standalone Modbus TCP server, which is like your slave, and can be programmed via the web server. So we discussed that. Then we also communicated from the Click PLC, the Brix PLC or the More series, as well as the Productivity series to these Field I/O. Next, we talked about the Remote I/O controller, the BX-DMIO, which is the dedicated remote control unit for the DoMore Brix PLC. And so we communicate from the Brix to that remote I/O, so we can have that out in the field or out in the panel somewhere and actually communicate back and forth to it. Then the remote Brix MBIO, which is the Modbus module for the I/O, was then discussed. And with it, we can communicate to several different controllers. So this is actually the Modbus itself. So we can communicate Modbus TCP as well as RTU back out to devices in the field. And again, we can have several remote racks further out, and we can then communicate and update those I/O systems. And what we did was we communicated to a Click PLC to the unit, and then we also communicated from the Productivity series to the unit, and as well as the Brix itself. Then what we did was we started talking about Modbus ASCII protocol. Now, standard, all of the Click PLCs come with Modbus RTU or Modbus TCP, which is the Ethernet or RS-485 serial communication RTU. Now, Modbus ASCII was never introduced. So what we did was we used the simple send and receive, and we programmed in how to do Modbus ASCII protocol in the Click PLC, and we communicated to the Solo process temperature controller. We did the same thing with the Productivity series and the Brix DoMore series. So all of these series can communicate Modbus ASCII protocol, and the Modbus ASCII protocol is actually ideal for things if you're trying to go through a modem, so that the time splicing is correct. Okay. Now, currently, we are still in our Productivity Open Arduino compatible industrial controller, the P1AM-100 unit, and we have just started our Elegoo Arduino Uno Super Starter Kit. So we're looking at the actual physical hardware of our Arduino unit and talk a little bit more about the electronics behind it, so you get a better understanding. And 2021 will prove to be an exciting time. There are some of the here are some of the items that we have planned. We have RedNode, and RedNode is a flow-based development tool for visually programming for wiring together hardware devices, APIs, and online services, part of the Industrial Internet of Things. And we will also continue looking at the MQTT communication protocol with the Industrial Internet of Things. So this allows us to quickly and visually and quickly communicate or get information from our controllers into other devices, such as the broker of MQTT, or it could be a SQL Server database. So looking forward to working with the RedNode, and you'll see how easy that is. Also, we'll be using more examples of the Factory I/O, and this is a 3D simulation of your process, and we'll use this in conjunction with the new Productivity Suite Simulator. And the simulator has been a great addition to the productivity line of programmable controllers, or programmable automation controllers, or PACs as they call them. And as always, we'll be answering your questions and applications so you can quickly implement your control solution. Okay. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below. If you have any questions about the video, please leave a comment below and I'll do my best to answer it. If you want more information about us, or you want our free ebooks on numbering systems or robust data logging, please click on the link in the description below to get it. A new video is put out every Monday, so make sure you hit the subscribe button so you get more videos like this in the future. Remember to click that bell beside your subscription to actually receive those notifications. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Stay safe.